Okay. So continue. So we're on Kitzur Aruch. How one compensate for missing prayer, Siman 21, and Sieve number 7. So continue. Regarding one who errs in a Mishnah, in Minchah Shemoneh Esrei on Rosh Chodesh. Okay, Minchah Shemoneh Esrei. So it's Rosh Chodesh. So today was Rosh Chodesh. Today is finished. Okay, so today he did mistake in the Minchah. Okay, and did not recite Yala B'Yogo. The law requires that he repeats Shemoneh Esrei. Okay, so it's very clear that he prayed the Mincha today, for example, and he missed the insertion for Rosh Chodesh. He has to repeat the prayer. Okay, continue. If he did not remember until the time for Mincha has passed, so all this additional prayers, additional Shemoneh Esrei prayer, we say it's only when the time for the next prayer arrives, right? Not when this time for this prayer passed. So if the time for this prayer did not pass, so you have to pray again. Like for example, if you would remember on time, so that's advantage of praying in early Mincha, not Mincha and Mariv together, right? That's what for sure. So if he forgot, so he can go back and he can pray again, and no problem. But if you pray Mincha and Mariv together, that like we did today, that's the problem. So even if he remembers, so even if let's say it was not enough time, but let's say it was enough time, but it was actually after Shkia you can pray. Let's say if he would pray, so he might miss. Not might, for sure he would miss praying with a minyan Mariv. Okay, so continue. If he did not remember until the time for a Mincha passed, and the following day is no longer Rosh Chodesh, like tonight, he is faced with a dilemma. For at the time the next prayer, there is Mariv, it is no longer Rosh Chodesh. And even if he were to recite Shemoneh Esrei of Mariv twice, he would not gain anything, right? For he can no longer recite Yala B'Yogo, since it is no longer Rosh Chodesh. And compensatory Shemoneh Esrei must be recited the same as the Shemoneh Esrei that are being recited at the time. And he would not accomplish anything by reciting compensatory Shemoneh Esrei without Yala B'Yogo, since he already recited Shemoneh Esrei without Yala B'Yogo. Therefore, he does not recite compensatory prayer at all. So let's try to understand before we go to the notes. So let's try to understand what Kitzur is saying. So Kitzur is saying, okay, so today we had Rosh Chodesh. You have new books, David? Did you get Kitzur?
Yeah. Oh no,
okay,
I have it on Kitzur. I have, but I have the save in front of me.
Okay. No, it's okay. Okay, so no problem. So all right, so it's exactly scenario it would happen today, right? If he forgot to say Yala B'Yogo insertion for Rosh Chodesh during the Mincha, now too late to daven Mincha, let's say, right? So now he has to daven Mariv, and the Kitzur said, what is the point for him to daven double Shemoneh Esrei during the Mariv? What is he accomplishing? Today is no longer Rosh Chodesh. So we said the compensatory prayer must be the same as the one that he's currently praying. So basically two of the same. And if he cannot say the insertion of Rosh Chodesh, that's exactly what he prayed, right? That's a very interesting scenario. So he said, do not pray, because there is no fix. So let's see the note. Others, however, maintain that if one did not recite Yala B'Yogo during the Mincha, Rosh Chodesh, it is as if he did not recite Mincha at all. In their opinion, he is required to recite compensatory Shemoneh Esrei, since its purpose is no longer to make up the missing Yala B'Yogo, but rather to compensate for his unfulfilled mincha obligation. Shulchan Aruch 108.11, as explained by Mishnah Brura, therefore rules that one should recite the compensatory Shemoneh Esrei with the condition in mind that if he is obligated to recite compensatory Shemoneh Esrei, this Shemoneh Esrei should serve as his obligation. And if he is not obligated, it should be at the native Shemoneh Esrei. Okay, so let's stop here and understand. So, when we thought that whatever Kitzur said, that's a clear cut. So Mishnah Brura said, no, it's not. Or Shulchan Aruch comes and say it's not so simple. If he did not say Yalo v'Yove, it's considered like he did not pray Mincha. It's like a useless prayer, basically, whatever he said. So, and if he did not pray Mincha, and if he did not pray Mincha at all, right? So they say, he must pray Mincha. So that's according to this opinion, he must say double Shemoneh Esrei. Now, different scenario. On Shabbos and Yom Tov, when one cannot make such a condition, meaning for maybe donative, like donation, like extra. Maybe if I'm not obligated, well, let's be like a voluntary prayer, right? If I'm obligated, let it be instead of that mincha. When one cannot make such a condition because one cannot pray at the native Shemoneh Esrei on Shabbos Yom Tov, the compensatory Shemoneh Esrei should not be recited. See Mishnah Brura 36. Okay, so basically, in a regular days there is he can do it. On the Shabbos and Yom Tov he cannot do this compensatory Shemoneh Esrei. If it is different, right? So if it's not different, so there is no problem. He can pray. Meaning, if it's not different, if it's second day of Yom Tov, so he can still mention that today is Yom Tov or today is Shabbos, so that's different story. But if Yom Tov goes into Shabbos, that would be an issue.